Hi there, it's May 2021, and how are you today? I love to show you the portfolio and the new stock I added to my daughter's dividend portfolio. Welcome to my channel where you can follow my journey to set up and maintain a dividend portfolio for my 5-year-old daughter. I started buying dividend stocks for my daughter for at least $50 every month since January 2020. Watch the whole video to find out which stock I bought for May and why. May 2021. I bought the 70th dividend paying stock and will give an overview of the portfolio and the market in April. This month I will analyze and compare the Clorox company and Colgate-Palmolive. If you're new and like to follow my journey and see the dividend portfolio of my daughter grow, then please consider subscribing. I upload a new video each month, at least. Let's do a small recap from my previous videos and discuss the market and portfolio in April briefly. I've bought 16 dividend-paying stocks. Along the way, I got diversified along each sector according to eToro, the broker I use. I have ensured that there are dividend payouts each month. Actually now, the portfolio has at least $1 in dividend payouts each month. So I can invest this directly the next month in a new dividend stock. And what happened in April? The S&P 500 started at 4,000 and went up to another all-time high. It gets boring. Close to 4,190 at the end of April. It keeps going and going. It's amazing. And the portfolio is no different. Again, it went up. This month from 15.5% to 19.6% in the green. 3 stocks went down a bit, with Merck being the most with 3.5 percent points. The other 13 went up. 6 even went up with 5% or more. 5% points, I have to say. PPG Industries went up the most with 17.9% points. And last month, PPG Industries also went up quite a bit with over 16%. Overall, it's up the most with 58% in total. I received 4 dividend payouts in April. McCormick & Company, Genuine Parts Company, Cardinal Health, and Merck, which totaled in $1.05, and this will be added to the stock to buy in May, along with the $50, of course. Now let's take a look at the stocks I will examine and why I choose these two. As I mentioned in the beginning, I choose to examine the Clorox company, ticker symbol CLX, and Colgate-Palmolive, ticker symbol CL. As you may remember, in my October 2020 video, I noticed that then with 8 paying dividend stocks, I still got no payout in October, February and April. So because of that, I bought a stock that did those payouts in those months. And since then, I bought several other stocks, some on purpose, some not, that paid out in those months. Now I do receive over $1 in dividends each month. But in February, May, August and November, still only 2 out of the 15 dividend-paying stocks have a payout. And luckily, Abbvie and AT&T have quite a high dividend payout, but it still would be nice to have more than just 2 payouts. For example, March has 9 payouts right now. And so I began to search for dividend aristocrats that do their payouts in February, May, August and November. And soon I found Clorox, ticker symbol CLX, and since the ticker symbol of Colgate-Palmolive is almost similar with CL, I thought it was a nice reason to compare these two companies. Do you like how I work? Want to buy the same stocks now and in the future as part of your dividend portfolio with no effort? You can make an account by eToro and copy my trades automatically by using the copy trader feature. Of course, at your own risk. I am not a financial advisor. So let's start with analyzing these two companies. And first, we take a look at what these companies do in short. The Clorox Company is an American global manufacturer and marketer of consumer and professional products. Clorox brands include the namesake bleach and cleaning products, as well as Burt's Bees, Formula 409, Glad, Hidden Valley, and so on and so forth. Colgate-Palmolive Company is an American multinational consumer products company. and specializes in the production, distribution, and provision of household healthcare, personal care, and veterinary products. Also many brand names, with the likes of course, Colgate and Palmolive, and Elmex and Speedstick, and so on and so forth. Both companies have a lot of well-known brand names. So let's look a bit closer to these two dividend stocks and analyze them using the 7 steps. The first step is to look at the dividend yield, the annual dividend paid divided by the stock price, and this multiplied by 100 to get the percentage. A yield between 3 and 7% is considered to be a good catch. The dividend yield of the Clorox company is 2.3%, and the dividend yield of Colgate-Palmolive is 2.2%. So both do not meet this criteria. The second step is to check the dividend growth of over 10 years or more, a sign of a solid dividend and a feature that is attractive for dividend investors. The Clorox company has 43 years of consecutive dividend growth, and Colgate has 58 years of growth. Of course, both dividend aristocrats, and Colgate even a dividend king, and they meet this criteria easily. The third step is to look if the payout ratio is under 70%. The payout ratio is the amount of earnings paid out in dividends. The dividend payout ratio is ideally under 70%. You do not want a company that pays almost every cent they earn to dividends only, and that is way too risky. The Clorox company pays out 53%, and it's a great number. Colgate pays out 55% out of the dividend. And both are great and meet this criteria. The fourth step is to look at the 5 years dividend CAGR. The dividend CAGR, or compound annual growth rate, is a fast way to measure the dividend growth. Numbers you would like to see is 7% or more, and if that is not met, then add the previous mentioned dividend yield. If they add up to 9% or more, then it's still okay. Clorox has a growth rate of 7.6% and meets this criteria. Colgate, however, has a growth rate of 3%, which does not meet this criteria, not even when the dividend yield is added. Step number 5 is to check the trend of the dividend yield, a way to check the ratio of the stock price and the dividend payout over the years. You would like to see an uptrend where the dividend payout rises more than the stock price. I'll just check out the last 5 years. Clorox shows a small decline, not so good. Colgate is stable at first and then up and then down, so I keep it at not so good but not so bad either for this criteria. The sixth step is to look for the year-over-year trends of the revenue of a company. Both Colgate and Clorox perform quite well and have an increase every year, so that's very good. The last step, step number 7, is looking for increasing year-over-year cash flows. Also, both perform quite well and have an increase every year. Very good. And now to look at an overview of the steps and the results. Both companies do not meet the criteria for dividend yield, step number 1, and are below the 3%. Both stocks are dividend aristocrats, and one even a king, and meet the dividend growth of 10 years or more, step number 2. Both have a great dividend payout ratio and meet the criteria in step number 3. Clorox meets the criteria of step number 4, the 5-year dividend CAGR. Colgate does not. Step number 5, the trend of the dividend yield. Clorox shows a slight downtrend, so not so good. Colgate is on average the same, so not really good, but not bad either. For step number 6, the year-over-year trend of the revenue, both meet this criteria. And the same goes for step number 7, the increasing year-over-year cash flows. Both have an increase all the way and meet this criteria as well. If you rate all these steps with a 1 for good, a 1/2 for not so good, but not so bad either, and a 0 for bad. Clorox has a score of 5 points and Colgate 4.5 points. Both companies are not that far apart with these scores, so both seem like a very good investment. But the Clorox company scores just a little bit better. Remember, I am not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment and a bit of educational purposes only. Any investment has risks, so do your own research. And so I found my stock to buy for May. And when the market opened on the May the 3rd, I bought for $51.05 the Clorox company, ticker symbol CLX. If you like this video, please consider liking or sharing this video and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps me to grow this channel. Thank you for watching and see you next video.